Assalamu alaikum dear students. I'm your teacher Muhammad Niranjan from F6 Equador Senior Campus. Welcome back to Computer Science. To the students, it's our week number 17. We are going to start chapter number 3 and it's our lecture number 1 of chapter number 3. So let's start with the contents of this lecture. In this lecture, we will be discussing the input and output functions. Then we will discuss output functions in detail. And in output function we will discuss displaying single characters, displaying strings, and displaying text variables, constants, and expressions. So first topic is input and output functions. In computer programming, the input means to enter or feed data inside the computer. Okay, the input is to enter or feed data inside the computer with the help of the input device. And the output is what computer produces after processing the data. Okay, the output means the results of processing of the on the input are called output. Then C language provides many input and output functions to provide interaction between program and user. Okay, it means C language have many functions which will help us to interact with the computer. We are users, so we can interact with the computer with the help of input and output function in using the C function. Okay, then the output functions which we are going to discuss in this lecture are: output means to display information on a screen or print it on a computer. So C language provides following output function to output information on a computer screen. So the first function which we will discuss is putchar, then puts, and after that printf function. So let's start with the first output function, which is putCharge function. This function is used to output a single character to the screen. Okay, when we want to output single character on the screen, we will use putCharge function. So the syntax for this function is very simple: putchar and then character. Okay, putchar and character is enclosed in the parentheses. So example 1, putchar a. Okay, this is a simple syntax to enter a single character to output a single character. So example number 2, char m is equals to p. So here m is a variable name and p is a character which we will be printing on the screen. So m is a variable name. So putchar m, and we have used the m as a you can say m as a argument, okay, in the putchar function. So program to print the character stored in a variable using putchar function. We will discuss the example of a computer program to output a single character on the screen. So let's start. Okay student, this is your dev C++ environment. Okay, you have to install dev C++ to be understood with the to understand the programming. So this is a dev C++ environment. So here I have written the code to output the single character on the screen. So first of all, we have included the header file. Header files include stdio.h, and then header file include conio.h. So wide main wide is the main function, and it will not take any value and it will not return any argument. Okay, so it will not return any value and it will not take any argument. So char is a data type of the variable ch1. Okay, it means the ch1 will be the character type of the variable, character type variable. So ch1 is equals to m. So I have equalized the variable ch1 with the character m, and you can see the character is enclosed in the single quote. Okay, single quote, we have to use the single quote for enclosing the character. So putchar ch1 putchar. ch1 is a variable name, and in this variable we have stored the character m. So let's see the output of this function, and after that you can also use getch, and you can omit it as well. So I will discuss the distance when we omit the getch and when we use the getch. So let's start. So here is the compile, then run, and this button is used for both compile and run at the same time. So you can also use the shortcut keys F9 and F10. F9 is to run and F10 is to compile and run. So I will click on this button and I will see the output. So you can see the output is M. Okay, and after that it is saying that process exited after 0.01322 seconds. Okay, this is the time that it will take to execute this process. So m is the variable which we have outputted on the screen. So now I will show you the distance when we use the getch function here. Getch, and after that we have to use the semicolon, which is also called the statement terminator. So now I will execute this statement. So now you can see that the output will be only m. Okay, the lines that were written before after the m are omitted now. Okay, this is the difference between using the getch and do not using the getch. Okay, so we will discuss the other differences as well. So for now, this is the difference. Okay, now going further. Okay, okay, so displaying strings. So we will display the strings on the screen. So a sequence of characters is known as string. Okay, what is string? A sequence of characters is called string in a C language. Strings are very important, very commonly used in computer programming languages uh, for words, storing words, names, addresses, and sentences, etc. So strings are always enclosed in double quotes, like characters are enclosed in the single quotes. Now strings are enclosed in the double quotes as Pakistan. Okay, you can see the Pakistan is enclosed in the double quotes, double quotation marks. So the puts function is used to display the string. The puts function is used to print string on the screen. Syntax of puts function is very simple: puts and then string. Okay, puts and string is enclosed in the parentheses. Example: puts assalamu alaikum. So I have enclosed the assalamu alaikum in the double quotation marks, and after that, and in the parentheses as well at the same time. So after that, I have entered the semicolon or statement terminator, you can say. So now to demonstrate the use of puts function, we will have to consider a simple program example of program. So I will click on this, and it will take us to the program. So hash include std.h, hash include conio.h, and hash include string.h. So I will explain why we have used the string.h. Wideman wide, then char name 20. Okay, here I have declared the array of the name with the 20 letters at most. Okay, it can contain 20 letters. Okay, name can contain 20 letters, and name is a variable name. Then we have used the function strcpy. Okay, strcpy is a special function in the C language which will take the two arguments. Okay, it will take two arguments. First one is variable name, and second one is the string that is enclosed in the double quotation marks. Okay, store store copy. strcpy is a special function in the C language which will take two arguments. First one is variable name separated by the comma, and after that we have used the string that is to be printed enclosed in the double quotation marks. Understood? Now after that we have used the put function. Put function will put the string on the screen. The string is hello. Okay, the first string that will be put it on the screen is the hello, and I have enclosed it in the double question marks as well, you can see, and after that semicolon statement terminator, and the second puts function I have used the name. Name is a variable name, and we have stored in the name variable Muhammad Naveed Anjum. It's the string that we are going to store in the name variable, and after that we are declaring the we are outputting the name. Name is a variable name, and I have stored the string Muhammad Naveed Anjum in the name variable. So after that, get ch and then uh, ending bracket of the main function. So let's execute this with the F10. I will press now F10. So I will not press this F10. Okay, F10. So now you can see that the output is hello Muhammad Nidanjan. Okay, on the first line the hello is written, and on the second line the string that we have used in a variable name Muhammad Nidanjan is printed. So that was very simple C code. So now I will explain the purpose of string. The purpose of string is that we have we when we are using the string, we have to use the string.h header file. Okay, string.h header file is the header file which will be having the definition of the string function. Okay, puts function, you can say the when we use the string in our C code, we will use string.h header file. So that's all with the puts function. So now we will move further. strcpy function stores the string on the right side of the quotation marks to be to the variable on the left side. Okay, I have discussed this already. And the puts function can only output one string at a time. Okay, this is a new thing for you. The puts function can only output the single string at a time. We cannot give the two strings with separated by the comma. Okay, it will only output the single string at a time. So if we want to output two strings, then we will have to use two puts function. Okay, like in our case we have used puts hello and then puts variable name. Okay, variable name, in the variable name we have stored the name, the string, okay, which was Muhammad with Anshul. So now it is used when the programmer wants to output a string, output single string. Okay, when we want to output single string, then we will use puts function. So displaying text variable constants and expression. It's our last topic of this lecture, the printf function. It is used to print the text and values on the screen in the specified format. It is also called formatted output function. Okay, the printf function is used to print the values and text on the screen in the specified format. This function is also called a formatted output function. Okay, printf function is also called formatted output function. So syntax for this function is very simple. In printf, control string, list and list of arguments. Okay, control string, after control string we have used the comma, and after that list of arguments, and at the end statement terminator. So I will explain what is control string and what is list of arguments. So the control string consists of format specified and escape sequence and text. Okay, we can use text, format specified and escape sequence in the control string of this printf function. So we will discuss format specified and escape sequence in the coming lectures. So you have to wait for that. Then control string is written within a double quotes. The control string is written in the double quotes. Okay, always when we use control string in the printf function, we will use double quotation marks to enclose that. Text. Okay, then text we have used. I have told you that the control string consists of text, format specified and escape sequence. So text specifies the message that is to be printed along with the values. Okay, what is text? Text specifies the message that is to be printed along with the values. Format specified specify the format according to which the value is to be printed. Okay, format specified specify the format according to which value is to be printed. Okay, the format according that will be used to print the values is specified by the format specifier. Escape sequence controls the printing on the output device. Okay, escape sequence are the non-printable characters that we use to control the printing on the output device. It can print the new line. It can take the cursor back to the one word, one letter. Okay, and we can also print the special characters with the help of escape sequence. So list of arguments consists of list of variables or the arithmetic of expressions separated by the commas whose values are to be printed. So list of arguments always uh, contain the list of variables, expressions separated by commas whose values are to be printed. The values which we are going to print of the variables are separated by the commas. The values are printed according to the corresponding format specified in the printf function, and in scanf function both the values are printed according to the format specified that we have used in the string. Then the first format specified applies to the first argument, and the second format specified applies to the second argument, and so on. Okay, we will be discussing the example of this. Okay, the argument in printf function are optional. Okay, we can give the argument and we can omit the arguments as well, so it does not matter. When a printf function is used to only print a message, then the arguments are omitted. Okay, when we want to print only message, the arguments may be omitted from the printf function. Following program shows the use of printf function. So we will discuss the program in detail. So let's start. So you can see the I have used the header files include studio.h and include conio.h. After that int wide and int abc, and abc are the three variables which I have used. In a I have stored the value 43, and in b I have stored the value 52, and c I have declared the sum of the variables a plus b. Then printf, the first message that will be printed hello world, and you can see this is \n, and I have used it as a escape sequence. It is escape sequence. It will print the hello world on the new line. It will you will see in the output that the first line will be empty. Okay, why? Because I have used the \n before hello world, and the first line will be empty. After that hello world will be printed, and in the new line, okay, after hello world in the new line, the value of a is %d. Okay, it is a value that I have stored in the a variable. %d is the format specifier. It is a format specifier that is to be used according to the data type of the variable. Okay, so I have declared the data type int. So for the integer, %d is the use %d, and the value of b is %d. And after that I have used two arguments a and b. It means the %d, the first value will be given to the a, and the second value will be given to the b. Okay, a and b, and you can see the control string. This is a control string. This whole the blue line is a control string, and it is enclosed in the double quotation marks. After that I have used the comma, and then the variable name separated by the comma, and at the end semicolon statement terminator. And in the third line with the \n, it means this line will also be printed on the new line. The sum of numbers, the sum of values is %d. Okay, I have used %d, and in this %d the value of c will be stored. The value of c will be the result of a plus b. Okay, and after that semicolon statement terminator, and at the end getCS function, and body of the main is ended. So now we will see the output with the F9 and F10. F9 compile, so it will show you no errors, no warnings. Okay, you can see no warnings, no errors, and now we can run this function. F9 is used for compile and F10 is used for run. So we will run this function with the F10 button. So when we use F10 button, the first line you can see is empty. The first line is empty, Okay, and the second line, hello world, the value of a is 43, that was stored in the variable a. Okay, you can see the a 43 and b 52, so value b is 52, and the sum is numbers a plus b 43 plus 52 95. So that was all with the printf function. So I hope you have understood. You understand. Sorry. Okay. Okay, students. That's the end of this lecture. So we will discuss inshallah in the next lecture the input functions in detail. So till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.